On a cold January morning, 1947, a young mother pushing a stroller stumbled upon a scene that would forever haunt Los Angeles. The discovery, stark and horrifying, ignited a media frenzy and launched an investigation that remains one of the most infamous cold cases in American history. A brutal tableau, meticulously arranged, would strip away the glamour of post-war Hollywood and expose its dark underbelly. This is the story of Elizabeth Short, the Black Dahlia. Born in Boston in 1924, Elizabeth Short was a young woman drawn to the allure of California. She was vibrant, beautiful, with striking blue eyes and dark hair, dreaming of stardom that never quite materialized. She drifted through a series of odd jobs, often relying on friends and acquaintances for lodging, a life as transient as her aspirations. By 1946, Elizabeth had landed in Los Angeles. She was known to frequent bars and clubs, often seen with various men. It was during this period that she acquired her tragic nickname, the Black Dahlia, a playful, yet eerily prescient reference to a popular film noir. Her last known whereabouts would place her at the Biltmore Hotel downtown, just days before her disappearance. January 15, 1947. In a vacant lot on Norton Avenue in Leimert Park, Betty Bersinger, out for a morning stroll with her daughter, made the gruesome discovery. What she initially believed to be a mannequin was, in fact, the bisected body of Elizabeth Short. The sight was so horrific, so inhuman, it defied comprehension. The victim's body had been severed cleanly at the waist, drained of blood, and meticulously cleaned. Her face was cut from the corners of her mouth toward her ears, creating a grotesque Glasgow smile. Other mutilations, too disturbing to detail, suggested a killer with surgical precision and a chilling, deliberate malice. Crucially, there was almost no blood at the scene. This detail immediately told investigators the murder had occurred elsewhere, and the body had been carefully transported and posed. The killer had gone to extraordinary lengths to control the scene, suggesting a meticulous mind, perhaps even one familiar with forensic procedures. The Los Angeles Police Department launched one of the largest investigations in its history. Hundreds of officers were assigned, countless leads pursued, but the sheer brutality and bizarre nature of the crime immediately overwhelmed them, pulling them into a labyrinth of dead ends and false clues. The media, smelling blood, descended like vultures. Newspapers sensationalized every detail, coining the macabre Black Dahlia nickname for Elizabeth, turning a tragic victim into a morbid celebrity. This intense public scrutiny, while keeping the case alive, also complicated the investigation, muddying the waters with rumors and misinformation. The city of Los Angeles was gripped by fear. Who was this monster? Was he still among them? Women were afraid to walk alone. The sense of unease was palpable, a stark contrast to the post-war optimism that typically defined the era. The case became a chilling symbol of the darkness lurking beneath the surface of the City of Angels. Hundreds of individuals confessed to the murder, driven by mental illness, a perverse desire for fame, or sheer delusion. Each confession had to be painstakingly investigated, diverting precious resources and time from legitimate leads. This deluge of false claims only added layers of confusion to an already baffling case. Then came the letters, taunting, cryptic messages allegedly from the killer himself. One package contained Elizabeth's birth certificate, social security card, photographs, and an address book, all meticulously cleaned with gasoline. This implied the killer was not only meticulous but desired to communicate, to control the narrative. The surgical precision of the body's bisection, the method of mutilation, suggested knowledge of anatomy. This led investigators down a path considering suspects with medical backgrounds, doctors, medical students, even morticians. This theory became a cornerstone of many subsequent investigations and public speculation. One of the most compelling, though never proven, suspects emerged decades later, Dr. George Hodel, a prominent physician with ties to Hollywood, Hodell's son, a retired LAPD detective, launched his own investigation, uncovering disturbing evidence, including photos of Elizabeth Short found among his father's possessions. Wiretaps placed in Hodell's home by the LAPD during a separate investigation captured chilling statements. Hodell was recorded saying, "Supposin' I did kill the Black Dahlia, they couldn't prove it now." He also alluded to escaping justice for other crimes. This circumstantial evidence, while not conclusive, paints a disturbing picture. Other theories abound. A disgruntled lover, a serial killer responsible for other unsolved torso murders of the era, or even a connection to organized crime, given Elizabeth's social circles. The sheer volume of potential motives and suspects makes it a daunting task to sift through the historical record. The passage of time has only deepened the mystery. Key witnesses have passed away, evidence has degraded or been lost, and memories have faded. The initial chaos of the investigation, coupled with the sensationalism, meant critical details may have been overlooked or misinterpreted from the very beginning. The Black Dahlia case remains a permanent scar on the reputation of the Los Angeles Police Department, a constant reminder of an investigation that failed to deliver justice. It epitomizes the challenge of unsolved crimes, where the truth can slip through even the most dedicated efforts. Modern forensic techniques have attempted to breathe new life into the cold case. DNA evidence, if any exists and is viable, could potentially rewrite history. Yet the challenges are immense, with decades separating the crime from today's scientific capabilities. The Black Dahlia has transcended true crime to become a cultural touchstone, inspiring countless books, films, and television series. It's a dark fable, a cautionary tale, forever etched into the mythology of Los Angeles. But beneath the sensationalism, the fictionalized accounts, lies the real tragedy. The real tragedy is Elizabeth Short herself, a young woman, just 22, with dreams that were brutally extinguished. She became a symbol, a grisly nickname, her humanity often lost amidst the endless theories and the macabre fascination with her death. We remember the crime but often forget the victim. Will the identity of the Black Dahlia killer ever be definitively known? Or is this one mystery destined to remain forever shrouded in the dark, glamorous, and terrifying history of Los Angeles? The shadows of 1947 still stretch long, concealing a truth that may never see the light of day. If the allure of perplexing cold cases draws you in, join us next time as we unravel another chapter in history's most baffling mysteries.